What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we have some massive Destiny 2 news and information involving what is happening within the game over the next few months. Now guys, I'm really sorry I missed the Thursday TWAB video. I was out of town. I tried to make it happen, but it just wasn't possible. So if everyone could just pretend it's still Thursday in the comment section, that'd be really awesome. Okay, but here exactly is what is happening. Starting on the upcoming Tuesday weekly reset on January 30th, we have the launch of two very big events. The first one is Riven's Wishes. Now, these are going to be lasting for 6 weeks, so that means the final Riven's Wish is going to take place on March 5th. Now keep that in mind. What exactly are they, however? Well, Bungie says players can visit Marasov to accept a weekly quest with a high-risk objective in the Dreaming City, such as completing Legend Lost sectors or dungeons. Upon completion of these weekly objectives, players can return to Marasov to receive a wish token. Each week, you can use this token to choose a prize from one of 3 different categories. So let's stop right there, because already, if you were thinking that these Riven's Wishes would actually reveal more story beats or something like that, it looks like they're gonna be pretty minor quests. It does seem like Bungie has, I don't want to say haphazardly introduced these, but certainly these were introduced as a stopgap when the massive delay of the final shape was revealed, so we'd have something to do. So kind of all of the pressure lies in the rewards, but the rewards do not disappoint. Category number 1 is a Last Wish Resonance. You get to choose a red border Last Wish raid weapon. Are you serious? Like, that is absolutely insane. I believe this is the first way ever that you can acquire a raid weapon outside of the raid itself. Like, this is going to massively transform people's accounts who weren't able to complete this raid. If you are someone who's a more casual player who's never done a raid, you can straight up unlock, for example, like over the course of the 6 weeks, you can get all 5 red border patterns for the Apex Predator rocket launcher. That is arguably one of the best legendary rocket launchers in the entire game. The Nation of Beasts hand cannon. I think that is the best arc hand cannon for PvE in the entire game. Like, we are talking S+ tier weapons that people can unlock over the course of Riven's Wishes. That is actually insane. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a debate, like, should this even happen? Like, if Bungie is rewarding raid weapons outside of the raid, what's the point of the raid, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, at the state of the game right now, with how long this season is going to be because of the delay, I'm happy Bungie did something very unexpected and very cool for a lot of players. And I absolutely plan on making a video next week kind of ranking these weapons from most desirable to craft to least desirable, so if you're wondering on what to unlock first, I got you covered. But there are going to be some players, you know, like myself, who already have all of these unlocked, or maybe just have the good ones and don't care about the rest, but there's more impactful categories as well. Category number 2, in fact, is exotics. So you can choose a piece of Lightfall Year exotic armor. Now, the picture they're showing here frankly does not do this justice, right? Like, this is just a small portion. Here's the full list. So for Hunter, you have the Speedloader Stacks, you have the, not even going to bother pronouncing that, Facade, you have the Triton Vice, and you have the Mothkeeper's Wraps. For Titan, you have the Camdus Ridge Lancecap, the Abant Leap, the Arbor Warden, and the Pyrogale Gauntlets. That was what we saw in the promotional picture. And for Warlock, you have the Baldros Wraith Weavers, the Swarmers, which is a very popular one, Cenotaph Mask, which is incredible, and the Briar Binds. Now, that is pretty sweet as well. Especially, like, it seems like the descriptions actually choose a piece. So it seems like we're going to have a massive selection of everything available, and we go, I want the Abant Leap specifically, and that's what you get, and you make sure you have, you know, your resilience boosting mod on your Ghost, and then hopefully you can actually get some god rolls of these exotics. So again, that is a relatively desirable reward, especially if you can, like, specifically select a certain one. So like every week you could potentially get, you know, a Cenotaph Mask until you get a really good roll. Now, we actually, again, have a third category, and this is just going to be miscellaneous stuff. So we have a bunch of different cosmetic rewards here. You can pick a Lost Memento, a Dawning Memento. You can get 2 Ascendant Shards, 2 Ascendant Alloys, or an exotic cipher. Now, I feel like this is going to be probably the least picked category. I can see for a somewhat new player, getting a couple of Ascendant Alloys without having to do a higher tier Nightfall might be the play. But again, like picking specific exotics can be very valuable, and those Last Wish raid weapons, if you don't have like all of those unlocked, that's probably where 90% of people are going to focus these rewards. But again, this is very interesting. All 3 of these things, they've got some very desirable rewards. So I think this is a big win. It's really going to depend on what kind of quest objectives we see, but the rewards are actually banging. Now, moving on from there, we also have Moments of Triumph rewards. So on January 30th, Moments of Triumph returns with a collection of 30 challenges, celebrating everything you've been able to achieve this past year. If you've been active, you'll likely already have some of these completed, which just gets you closer to getting the 26 you'll need to earn the title. Along the way, you'll also earn some event rewards, including the new Laurel Shell for your Ghost, the Fire Guilt Something Sparrow, and access to purchase the 2023 Moments of Triumph t-shirt. You can see a kind of little table right here of all of that stuff, the triumphs you need in order to unlock these things. So here is that Laurel Ghost Shell, guys. After that, we have the Sparrow that you might actually use because they equalize the Sparrow speeds. And then here is the 2023 Moments of Triumph t-shirt that you unlock the ability to purchase. Now, moving on from there, we have something kind of interesting going on. So this season, we did get the collaboration with The Witcher, where we have Witcher-themed armor sets. We have the infamous Witcher bathtub emote, and there's also the Witcher bathtub located in where Marasov hangs out. I don't know why I haven't seen her in there yet. I keep checking. Anyways, what Bungie says is that as a community, you will have to take down 7,777,777 enemies with swords. And while we can't pay you in coin, we have something better. How about the long-rumored Adventurous Spirit emblem available to all Guardians? Bungie says it's a relic of a different time, never available to earn until now, and you can see it pictured right here. So continuing with the information, they say, if you're ready, we'll start keeping tally at 12 p.m. Pacific, that a few days ago, today. Take your favorite sword out and start working on it. Just be careful not to eager edge into too many sharp corners, and please leave Shirochi alone. We'll be in touch with the emblem claiming instructions once the deed is done. So it seems like also like no end date. This kind of seems a bit weird. I would have thought there would have been like an actual Witcher themed emblem and all of that stuff. And again, no end date is a bit strange, but it is what it is. Put on a sword and potentially you can get a cool new emblem. So why not? Doesn't hurt anyone. Moving on from there, we actually have the results of the Festival of the Lost 2024 armor sets. So previously, we were introduced to the good wizards, as you can see right here, and then the evil wizards. And the community was voting on which one they would prefer between the 3 different classes. So here is the result. For Hunter, 64% of players chose the evil wizard. For Warlocks, 54% of people chose the evil wizard, but the Titan had 65% choose the good wizard. So these 3 are going to be the armor sets for this year's Festival of the Lost. Now, moving on from there, we have the Game to Give official live stream announcement. And you can see a lot of the information right here, but importantly, Thursday, February 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific, so that's reset time, on the Bungie Foundation's new Twitch channel, which there's a link to in the TWAB, which is linked in the description of this video. There's going to be a stream with Todd Habercorn, which is the Drifter himself, the voice of the Drifter. So that's going to be pretty fun. And Twitch drops will be active for the never before released Traveler's Wish emblem. So another exclusive emblem that you're going to want to snag. And we have some more information. It is continuing all the way through to February 4th. Now, moving on from there, guys, there is also going to be a ghost shell auction, as you can see right here, with incredible Mexican themed art, and that's going to raise funds for the Make-A-Wish Mexico Foundation, and again, you can see more information right here. Now, moving on from there, guys, we have a little update on competitive Crucible weekly rewards. So in next week's update, so on January 30th, we will be adding Ascendant Alloys as new weekly rewards to the competitive playlist. Upon completing the weekly challenge for the seasonal weapon, a second challenge will unlock, offering an Ascendant Alloy as a reward for completing 3 additional matches. Additionally, the first challenge of the season, completing the 7 placement matches, will also reward an Ascendant Alloy. And also, Iron Banner returns. So also on that January 30th, going to be a big Tuesday, Iron Banner is going to launch as well. Now, importantly, this is the final, announced Iron Banner. We all assume there's going to be more, but we don't actually know right now. And so, guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.